Hi, everybody. Happy Thursday. Happy joy. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday Mass Make Day. Whoop, whoop. We like Thursdays. I like Mondays, Thursdays, and Saturdays because I get to spend the time with you guys. Jello, everybody, who should be here now. Hey, Margie, again. Hi, Linda. Hey, Sandy. Whoop. Somebody's YouTube is on. Let me get mine going here. I think my
Let me double check mine. Hold on. It could have been mine. I can't see it. I think it's on mute.
mine's not up yet. I know it's on mute. I just didn't get it up.
Okay.
I had it up and it went away because it was waiting too long for us to go live. So it just goes away and tells me to do it again. So here we go. YouTube. How's everybody? You guys made some really pretty tag bases or tag blanks from Monday. Linda, Sandy, Toby. Who else is here? Anybody else here? What the heck? The important people are here, right? Hey, Sylvia. Jello, Sylvia. Okay, let's see here. There we go. Okay, we are mass making tag blanks and tag bases. What is the difference between a tag blank and a tag base, you ask? Well, it might be, ooh, wow, that's nice and clear. It might be just my own definition, but
you're much clearer than you've been.
Yeah, it's looking good. I will show you. This is what I would call a tag blank. It's cut out as a tag shape. It is ready to go to have something done on it. It's a tag blank. This is what I would call a tag base. All these things we made on Monday. They have some kind of base layer on them, so they are ready to go to be built upon. And a couple of steps are done, but they aren't personalized, customized, or individualized for specific projects. Does that make sense? So, and if any of you weren't there on Monday, I hope with my couple messages out there through the week that you've had a chance to go back and watch Monday's Jumpstart to see what it is that we're going to be doing. But I will show you the tag bases that we made on Monday. Now, as far as the tag blanks, I have a template. This is just a piece of packaging that I cut out. I took I used these to cut that out, but I took a tag that I liked the size of, and I just drew around it and cut out this template, and it's a little thicker, and so it will work really well for me cutting out. We laid out file folders and could just draw around them and then share the wall, draw around the next one, share the wall, and then cut them out. Or you can just measure it and then grab your paper trimmer and start cutting a file folder or cardstock. And when you get to the end and you've got the width, but you don't have the length, then you just make shorter tags. And that's how we end up with some that are like this. They're smaller. And then when there's just a little bit left, I didn't even pull those out. I've just got the big ones out. When just a little bit left, you can always make smaller ones like this one or the little one that's on here. But most of these, might be a few smaller ones in here. Most of them are large. Here's, some smaller. You can even make thinner ones when you come to the end. I'll just run through this and just show you, those of you who may not have been there on Monday and want to kind of see what we had. This is just a tag with a hole. I didn't even punch the hole yet, but it has a hole protector and a piece of pretty cardstock with black velvet on it that makes a pocket. That is not a completed tag. To me, that's not a completed tag, but that is a tag base that's ready to go that I then could add to it, embellish it, make it for a specific project ready to go. Here's another one. Same thing. These are just border punches, punching along the edge of scrap paper and making a pocket. So anything could be tucked in there. Put this tag on it to cover something that needed to be covered right there. Didn't even punch a hole. I don't know what kind of hole I'll want. Maybe I don't want a hole when I go around to use it. So same thing here, just a vellum pocket. This is a pocket on the bottom. This silver paper is black on the back. So this is just one long strip of the scrap, and I flipped it over. So the top layer is black and the bottom layer is silver, and same thing here. It's just a pocket ready to go. A different border punch, cutting this scrapbook paper on the white one, on the craft one. There's a piece of scrap paper that I just loved that back, and I didn't want to throw it away. And it matched the craft so nicely. It wasn't even long enough, so I didn't glue this end down. I left it because I can decide when I go to use it what I want to do with it, whether I want to put something right down here that hides that, or whether I put something across the bottom. I'll decide that when I use it. But I did like the piece of paper. And then these are all covered with music paper, book paper. There's a little bit of tissue paper on some of them. You can use a full sheet, cover it whole like that, or you can collage it together. This is book page that has been stamped on. Again, stamped on. Oh, Candy, look, on these two, I did what you said. I put the stamp on with the, one of them I did patina first, and then the orange blossom, and the other one I did orange blossom first, and then the patina. It just looks kind of blurry. Let me see if it'll come. You can still see the flower.
It looks like a tiny bit. It has to be.
Yeah, it just looks kind of blurry. And it was super, super close. But it might be that there was too much going on in the background.
And the stamp, too. It could be too much on that stamp.
Yeah, that's true. Something that is not so busy doesn't have so many flowers, because it's a whole background of flowers. Yeah. So there's some stamping on the music page. These two are Braille page that just have some. I really love that orange blossom. It looks like rust, and I just use it like rust. That's one of my very favorite. That is dress pattern paper. This is a newspaper. I did not touch the newspaper with any ink. This came out of a friend's parents' basement. And it's, I don't know, like 85 years old, and literally as some newspaper down there. It had a bucket sitting on top of it that had been there for probably that long, and it's just rusty. Very cool. This is just plain manila folder. Actually, it's one of those brown folders that on the other side is manila, and it's just stamped on.
Dawn,
Hi, Dawn. Hey, KK.
Oh, I thought you saw her come in. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. This one's patina, and this one is stamped in that orange blossom that looks like rust. Okay, and then these are tissue paper. I'm going to try to find where I got this tissue paper from, because it's pretty awesome. And if I can get a bunch more for everybody, I will, for sure. But I just covered these with tissue paper, and you can see a difference in all of them. So they're all on, these are on manila folder, and these two are on craft. Okay, so these two are on craft, and then after I collaged it on, the top, instead of using the regular collage medium, I use this vintage collage medium over the top, and that gives it a browner look even, but it's going to have a browner background because it's on craft. And then these are on regular manila folder. And the four on the right, I coated on the top with the vintage collage medium, and the one on the left, I did not. That just was regular collage medium. So it just gives you that different color, that look of vintage if you want that. But you also don't have to use that. I'm using it because I have it. I've had it forever, and I just need to use it up. But if I want this to look more like that, man, I can't even tell that there's any. I'm feeling it because I can't even tell that tissue paper's on there. It literally looks like it's stamped on that, and it feels like it. I cannot feel tissue paper at all. That's crazy. Yeah, that's really crazy. you can just go over it with vintage photo or walnut or whatever you want. And that's an old one, just a big one that I'd collaged and tore up some rice paper and then cut out some tag pieces. So those are tag bases, and I've got a stack of tag blanks here. And today we are going to just mass make tag blanks and or bases, whatever you desire, to build the stash, because it's really nice when you make something and you need a tag to be able to go to your shoebox and look through them and find one that is the right style, whether it's vintage or steampunk or might be botanical, whatever it is. It's nice to have a bunch of those all ready to go. I'm trying to salvage this poor tag. It's really important that I salvage it. I could just throw it away, make another one, but I have a bunch of these little tags here, and these are ones that came off things from one of the thrift stores. They put these little tags on them, and they're just cute little tags. But this one just tore off. Like, you can tell the tag is completely torn there. And so I just backed it with some paper. This is actually not even very thick. It's like out of a music book, music paper. And you can tell it's not really thick enough. I might just put another layer or two on that. But so what are you going to do today, Candy, as far as blanks or bases, or are you going to decorate some tags? If you've already got a ton of them made and you want to just start decorating tags.
I'm backing some, and then I'll probably decorate some. But I usually don't like to decorate until I go to put them in my journal.
Me too.
And some of them, like the digitals that I use, some of them are already pretty enough. I don't really have to decorate them. Like,
yeah.
This one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's not much I need to do to it. You know what I mean?
That is super pretty. So, yeah.
So I just need to back it because it's
You've already edged it, right? It's got
that's the way it was. That's the way it prints out.
Wow.
Yeah.
I say it's got a hole protector and you've edged it. It's great. That's
These are Artie Mae's, I believe. That's how she does her tags.
Wow, that is really pretty.
I believe. I believe that's who that is.
I believe I can fly. I believe. Whatever. It came out of the printer that way.
Yeah.
So she's leaving it that way.
I know somebody's going to ask me, but I think it's Artie Mae's.
I think she already colored it that way.
She did. Yeah, she does. She outlines hers. Yeah, see, these are all hers. I think it's one of her herbariums or one of the botanical ones that she has.
That's very cool.
Yeah. And I know for sure this is her.
I'm anxious to get in and do some tag kits, different tag kits for Digis, because
Laura's come in.
Hey, Laura. On lunch, still working.
She managed to escape
for a moment. She escaped for a moment. I have all these little canvas tags, and they need to be decorated too. And I really they need something.
Hi, Amanda. Sylvia.
Sylvia was already here.
Yeah, I missed her.
That's okay. You better say hi. They need something on them, even though they'll still be decorated. And so I decided to put some of that tissue paper on them and make that the base. Yeah, so I like that. I like this tissue paper a lot. I've got to try to figure out where I got it from. I've had it for a while, so I'm not exactly sure. Just don't remember is the truth. I don't remember, but I need to go back through some things and see if I can figure out where I got it. Would love to get, I've got a little bit more, but not enough to, be able to like put in the store or offer as a prize or something like that. So I'd like to get some more of that for y'all. So, all right. So that's, it doesn't take up very much of the tissue paper either, these little tiny tags. And they dry.
My husband does the housekeeping and the housework and cooking. Oh, yeah. So is mine because he's OCD, and if I leave it long enough, he doesn't. Oh, I didn't say that. I better be quiet. He might hear me.
Yeah, you better be quiet. That's a guy trick.
Yeah.
Either don't do
where
it
do
or
you think
do
I
it
learned it
wrong. Exactly. Don't do it or do it wrong, and they'll do it themselves, right?
He used to do that.
Yeah. That's funny. At least you figured out that he'll do it if you leave it.
He didn't used to. He does now, though. But he used to argue because when the kids are little, his big thing was he did the yard work and
right.
And he played softball, and then I was stuck with the kids all the time.
And you're like, I take care of the kids.
Yeah,
so,
and then I do that's when we probably fought. We didn't fight. We argued the most. And he'd come home and I'd be like, you don't help out around the house. He goes, I do the yard work. I said, I'll do the yard work. You hang out with the kids all the time.
No kidding.
You don't help with the dishes. He goes, you don't ask me. I said, I shouldn't have to ask you.
That's hilarious.
So then he goes, well, I'll do the laundry then. I said, okay, fine.
Really?
I'm fine with that.
Take it off.
So then, back then I had
all the kids with all the laundry.
Well, no, but I had some nice clothes because I was a size.
Oh,
3.
sure.
I was a size 3. Come on,
right?
So I had some nice shirts and stuff that had to be hand washed, and I'd leave them on my dresser. Well, he would grab them and wash them.
Oh.
And I was like, well, you messed that shirt up. I gotta go shopping.
That's hilarious.
You quit messing up the laundry.
That's funny. Either learn to do it right or give me a large shopping budget each week after you mess up my clothes.
Margie said her husband escaped by going into to assisted living.
Yeah. Laura says that's a good system, Candy.
Well, it didn't really start out that way. That's just how it's intended to be, because we've kind of switched roles, ladies. I used to be more OCD about the house.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Because I had little kids, and now I don't care if it's dusty. I don't care.
Right. There are more important things in life.
But he's gotten where he cares.
Yeah. KK says her hubby does it all too. He retired and she went to work. Love it.
Oh, I can't do that. I couldn't. I hated working while he was here by himself.
Yeah.
Because he rubbed it.
Yeah.
Guess what I'm doing today? Nothing. Guess what time I got up today? I just got up. Candy, shut up.
Oh, that's just mean. That's just mean. I need to let this dry before I can cut that. Oh, I'm hearing an echo.
Oh, I don't hear it.
Let me make sure I don't have a YouTube. I don't think I do. No, I do. I hear myself. That's funny. Not anymore. Oh,
no, yeah, a little dust. Well, and I don't have a lot of knickknacks like I used to have either.
Yeah.
The kids busted a lot of them.
Laura, husband is somehow convinced I lived alone before him, but never cooked. So even when I wanted to cook, I didn't do it often.
I don't mind cooking. You know what? I hate trying to think of something to cook.
Yeah.
If he picks it out, I'll cook it. I don't have a problem with it. He trying to.
Yeah, but trying to decide. KK is now retired. I try to help, and he wants to tell me how to do it. so he doesn't like the way I did it back when so he can keep doing it. There you go. KK. Wow. KK, that was a very smart move. Go back to work long enough for him to get in the routine of doing it. Then retire. Now you got it made. That's the good retirement.
That's a good way to do it. Yeah, and that's how Ronnie does the laundry now. Like when he folds certain things, he wants them folded or hung up on certain hangers.
Yeah.
I'm like, here. What hanger you want this on?
Oh goodness. I put all his shirts over actually Doug does laundry too. He doesn't do it all. I don't do it all. We both do it. But
Ronnie does most of the laundry. Well, because
he does it more than I do for sure.
Yeah. Because he wants to do it like every day. I don't want to do it every day.
Yeah. Not every day, but he definitely wants to do it more than I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Yeah.
So he does it more. He vacuums.
Well, we have the robot that does it.
Oh, cool. So some years ago, he really wanted a Dyson. And I'm like, you want to spend how many hundreds on a Dyson? And I'm like, okay, we get a Dyson. It's your vacuum. So we got a Dyson and he vacuumed. It wasn't, we've had it like, I don't know, 10 years. And this last year is probably the first year I vacuumed with it.
I can hear the echo now.
Can you? No, I can't hear it. That's funny. Now I can't hear it.
Oh my God. Muted.
Yeah, his vacuum, he can use it. He can vacuum. So, and he liked to use it. He liked to vacuum with it. So that was totally fine by me. I don't like to dust.
No, I don't either.
I like when my plants get dusty. My plants have flowers on them. My Christmas cactus has flowers on them, but they look like they're dying because they're so dusty. I just don't like to dust plants. I don't like to dust anything. I don't have a lot of knickknacks, but just even like the furniture and all the stuff, the tops of everything. Because we live in the desert. The dang desert.
I used to cook every day. We went to Chili's and other places, and I cooked in front.
Yeah, when it's your turn to cook, we're going to Chili's. Chili's, baby back ribs. I want my baby back.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on. You know you love it. Oh. All right. Let's see. What am I going to do next? How come you keep making you small and I keep making you half big?
Because I'm not really doing anything. I was trying to do settings. I was like,
you're going to work on some tags, aren't you? Do something to them? Or some new ones?
No.
No, I'm just going to let the Cricut do them.
I'm just backing those.
Yeah.
I think they'd rather see you. You're going to town there.
Oh, man.
Or he has a Miele vacuum, Miele. Never heard of those. It's vacuum ever. It was hotels. It was pricey, but it never clogs and handles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my does pretty well.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's the only time Doug gets frustrated is when he has to stop, sit down on the floor, and turn the vacuum over and cut the hair off the roller.
Shark. If you don't want that, I have the Shark that has the rubber.
Yeah.
I haven't had
and you don't get that hair clog thing?
Nope.
Wow.
I've had it since October.
Wow.
See, when the kids moved out, I gave them my old vacuum so I could buy the new vacuum.
There you go. Now that was brilliant. That was brilliant.
That new one with the with that, it's got the rubber. Yeah, I haven't had to do it even with my long hair and on all the dog hair.
Yeah, I have long hair and
I've had to unclog it not one time yet.
Let's see, is this the same on both sides? It is.
I love it.
You haven't had to unclog it one time.
Nope.
That's amazing. Wow. I'm duly impressed. Seriously.
Yeah.
What do you have? The Shark?
Yeah, the Shark.
Is that a new Shark that has a rubber beater thing?
I can't remember the name of it. Hold on.
Well, you probably better tell me what it is so I can get Doug a new vacuum for Christmas. One that won't clog up with my hair. How's that getting wife's appliances for Christmas? I can get Doug a vacuum for Christmas. He'd probably love it.
No, we don't do that.
As long as I get him a welder too.
No, we don't do that. Those are not authorized Christmas gifts.
Not for me. Funny. All right, let's see here.
It's the Duo Clean pin. It's the one with the Duo Clean power pins. It's got a Vertex engine or something. Vertex thing. I like it. I found it on Amazon cheaper than.
Oh, really?
Yes, because the one on Amazon doesn't come with all the freaking attachments that I did this year.
Right. Well, yeah, you end up using we use two, the regular and then the hose attachment thingy. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't have carpet.
Don't need all the other things.
Yeah, mine
We've
is.
got a few rugs. No, well, we do have carpet in the bedrooms. Yeah, we do.
Well, this does both, so I wanted to add because we do have.
Hardwood and tile everywhere else.
Yeah, and I have the area rugs.
Yeah,
I have the
a few
outdoor
rugs.
rug in here, the outdoor rug in here, and the class
Hmm.
second outdoor
Right.
rug.
That was smart. I mean, that really is a good thing. A good choice of rug for that room.
The squares at Sam's,
Oh yeah.
they were on sale.
Oh,
10 of them to cover they had 10 squares in them, and they were each 10 by 10, I think it was.
uh-huh.
So there's 10 of them in there, and they
Hmm.
were like $11 a box. So we bought the last 4 boxes they had.
Wow. Yeah. If my husband got me a sewing machine for Christmas, would that count as an appliance?
Not if
It
it's something I want.
depends. It
Is it
depends if
something
it's you have to do, or if it's a sewing machine because you want it for crafting. Then it's not an appliance. Then you better get it right.
Yeah.
But you could call it an appliance and say, "Honey, you can get me a sewing machine because I need a sewing machine." But that's an appliance. It's not an appropriate Christmas gift. So, in addition, you need to do this, like a gift card to Amazon or wherever.
Well, now the echo's gone, so I don't know, and I didn't do
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah, I didn't
I
either.
don't know. I checked a couple things, but everything was.
Everything was copacetic on my end too, and I don't know why.
I don't know. Crazy.
Yeah.
Margie said she had a trailer built 23 years ago and knew she would have cats, and she said she didn't want carpet. They called a few times and said, "Are you sure?" Yeah, because you know what? It wasn't back
So
then.
smart.
It wasn't big. Nobody,
Right.
very few people didn't have carpet.
Tile or wood or whatever, vinyl, anything. Everybody had carpet everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah, but you'd end up
Right
ripping it
around.
out for sure. Yeah, that was so smart, Margie.
Yeah.
So
right.
smart. All right, now I really have chilies stuck in my head.
Yeah. You got to stick in my head too, and I'm hungry now.
I know.
I just
If
ate.
I sing it, then Doug will go, "Oh, are we going to Chili's for dinner?"
No, we're not.
It depends. Am I cooking tonight? Then I invited Chili's along. They do have good burgers at Chili's.
Get good slippers, and you don't need carpets to keep your feet warm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, I always wear socks, so.
Yeah. Either way.
That's me, Margie. I was tired. We've always had dogs, and either you're cleaning pee out of it, puke, or something. And we have cats. We've had cats at different periods, but we've always had pets of some sort.
Whether it's
hamsters,
with animals or people, it just gets so worn. The traffic patterns.
yes,
Tile, vinyl, wood can last literally forever, and carpet, eventually you're gonna have to replace it because it gets so worn.
Margie doesn't wear anything on her feet. I gotta wear socks. You know what I hate? I hate having dirty feet.
I used to go barefoot all the time, and I can't.
I don't like it. I put socks on.
I have to wear something for support now. I always have either supportive flip flops or something like that on.
I hate those. I've tried those. It does help my feet a little bit, but I hate it. So I went to socks, and I get those socks that have where they hug you around your arch.
Oh yeah,
through the center right there.
Yep.
I don't want anywhere else in the sock, just right there.
I get some of those.
My Laura's feet are always cold. Yeah, mine used to be that way. Well, and my feet do get cold very quick. Like if I take my socks off in the bathroom, by the time I get to my feet are cold.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I just put them on Rodney.
Betty loves that.
I'm not mad.
Oh, honey, I'm here.
I'm not mad. I stay in the bathroom a little bit longer so they get a little bit colder.
Oh, that's so funny. That's good strategy, though. Hadn't thought about
I'm passive aggressive. Can you tell?
No. Funny. Oh, you know what? I'm going to pull out another thing that's really good to put on these to make nice bases is gel prints or paper that you've sprayed in your splat box.
Oh yeah, I have a whole thing of those. I'm trying to figure out how to use them on the tags there.
Yep.
Margie didn't have a tub put in either. She just had a shower, and she did that little cubby to put the litter boxes in.
Well,
I couldn't give up my tub, Margie. I thought about that. I was going to make it a full walk-in closet because we have walk-in closets.
oh, right.
And we
Right.
thought about when we remodeled to take the tub out, but I could not give it up. I don't take baths all the time, but I do like them
You
occasionally.
like the
When
stuff now and then.
my back's hurting or I'm not feeling
Yeah.
well, I'll go and take a bubble bath.
Aw.
Yeah. I do mostly showers, but we got rid of the tub in the other bathroom and we just kept it in our bathroom.
Mm.
And I got that big
Yeah, tub is a good thing.
type tub, so
All right. So those need to dry a little bit. Maybe they're already dry. Let's see. I'm gonna let them dry a little bit more so I don't gum up my paper trimmer. I'm gonna grab some of my gel prints.
no, that's two-sided.
And you can also glue paper onto ugly paper or directly onto the manila folder and then cut it up into tag bases later. This is just scrapbook paper, so it's pretty thin. It won't stay that way. I'm going to put a few more things on it, but I think it might not get cut up right away. It might get scanned in. If it turns out the way I like it, it will get scanned in and shared.
Laura uses her tub for dyeing tea-dyed papers.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Oh, mine's too deep for that. I'd hurt my back bending over that tub.
Yeah, that's funny.
Eric likes it because he can kind of like swim in it.
Oh, yeah. I'm with Laura. That's good use of the tub. I mean, a bubble bath is nice, but if I sit in a bubble bath, then I'm like, okay, I'm antsy. Antsy.
Oh, I turn on the music.
I don't
read
dare
a
put my phone in the bath with me, so you know.
Oh no, I don't take my phone because I'm afraid of dropping it. But I have it or right beside me on a stool,
Yeah.
and then I have my Kindle or something usually,
Ah,
and I'll sit there and read.
read a book or something.
Yeah,
Okay.
fill it up with hot water.
Yeah. Gel prints. Gel prints. We need to do some more. Oh, there's those. I forgot those were there. We need to do some more.
Laura puts the laundry rack in there and piles the paper up. Yeah. I usually I have a pan I use for that when I do a big batch, and then I'll put them in the, I have that sweater rack for my dryer,
Oh yeah. Yep.
and I'll put them in the dryer on that sweater rack and run the dryer. Because I don't trust myself with the stove, ladies. I'll walk away from it, and my house will be on fire. How do I know that? Because I came close.
I get impatient at the stove waiting.
No. Okay, like what happened was I put a timer on it, because I'm not stupid. I do know myself. I know I'm going to forget. But the dogs wanted to go out, and then I took them out, and the timer went off while I was outside.
Mm.
And dogs, they don't.
Yeah, and so you're out there for a while.
Well, it's not a long time, but
It is when there's
one of
something.
them got away, and I had to go get them. And then when I come back, I was like, I didn't realize, forgot about them, and the timer had already gone off, so it wasn't beeping. And then I'm like,
it went out for 15 minutes and then stopped beeping. And
right before I came in. So,
yeah, exactly. So then
I don't
you
do the
forgot to
oven
leave it
anymore.
there.
So I do the
That's,
dryer.
so
I don't do a lot of that like that. A lot of times I do it outside. I make clotheslines on the back of the chairs, the lawn chairs.
Yeah.
And stuff there.
that's a good idea. Do you hang the paper over that, or do you clip them to it so they hang down straight?
Hang it over because I tend to fold the paper anyway, so I'll just fold it in half and lay it over. Yeah.
And it's already.
Yeah, and it's on my porch, so it's not like the wind is hitting it.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's just
So
the dogs is all it is really.
yeah, I thought it would be fun to avocado dye, some stuff.
Yeah.
And so I saved the avocado peels and the pits for, till we ate the 4 or 5 avocados I had. And then I put the peels and the pits in the pan and put a bunch of water, because that's what you do, right?
I guess. I don't know.
You let it boil, and you let it simmer, and You know, the longer it simmers, then the darker that color is going to get. And anyway, I put it in there and I'm like, oh man, it's taken forever. I'm going to run back to the studio and do this while I'm waiting. It just needs to, you know, simmer a while. And, you know, it can really simmer. There's no specific time, so it can simmer however long. So
Yeah.
I'll run and do this. Oh, you know, I ran into this and I ran into that. And I totally forgot it was even on there until I'm sitting in the studio working on something and I'm smelling.
You're like,
burn.
what is that?
Yes, I'm smelling burn. And I'm like, what did somebody leave? I don't know. Is the house on fire? Is the window open and somebody next door has got a, you know, grill going but it smells like full on, you know, smoke, fire.
Yeah,
I came out and it had simmered down to no water in the pan. Like absolutely no water to the pan. All the pits and the peels were burned on the bottom of the pan, stuck. There was no color there. There was no pink or red that avocado should give you. It was black, just burned on the pan. And I went, oh,
did you throw the pan out?
No, I thought about it. And the problem was, it was
did Doug know it already happened?
No, he wasn't there. He didn't know.
He didn't know until you showed him the pan.
Oh no, I went and tried to clean the pan.
Yeah, I'd have thrown the pan out.
You know, if it hadn't been my favorite pan lesson learned.
You died in your favorite pan? Are you crazy?
Lesson learned right there. It was a good pan, and I thought it'll be good for this because it's a good quality pan. I would have just chucked the pan.
Obviously not.
Yeah, that's obvious. Well, yeah, it was the pan's fault, not user error.
Margie goes falling on the floor laughing. Oh my God, Marianne.
And guess what? I haven't avocado died since then.
I can understand that.
I'm like, nope, that's just too much trouble. I will just buy or trade from people who like to take the time to die.
I just found Kool-Aid to be my favorite for whatever reason. It's easy. It's got a nice smell to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll coffee dye with like the bottle here, you know,
sure,
spray it. But to do mass quantities, I'll buy it.
How do you do it? How do you do Kool-Aid? How do you do Kool-Aid?
You just put dissolve the Kool-Aid in hot water.
Right.
And then put the paper in there. Dip it.
So
okay, the darker it gets.
You dip it in, pull it out, let it, and hang it over the thing to dry.
Mm-hmm. Or usually I'll put them in a pan because I'm in the kitchen when I'm doing that.
Right.
So
okay.
Cooking sheet, and then
put them in a pan. Do you layer them on top of each other? Do they stick terribly?
Yeah. They do it first, but I just let them dry a little bit outside, and then slowly pull the layers off and hang them.
Okay.
So, and sometimes if I'm not in a hurry, I'll just let them sit there.
Once you get them all done, you do take them out and hang them then?
Usually, or I'll leave them in the pan and just take them outside and rotate them.
Okay. The longer you leave them,
how many I'm doing. But see, with Kool-Aid, I can just do a little bit. If I want them really dark,
that's true.
I don't put as much water in there, and I'm just sliding them through really quick so they don't get super wet.
Okay.
So
the longer you leave them in the pan, the darker they get.
Yeah. Cool. That's what I found anyway, and what I've been doing.
Yeah. Well, I might have to try Kool-Aid. I haven't tried Kool-Aid.
That's what Rodney. This is Marcy. This is why I support small business and buy my dyed paper. I will buy my coffee dyed paper from them because they have those ones that are so pretty with the lace.
From who?
I can't remember. I have to go back and look. But
I have Sarah Munson makes gorgeous.
Does she? I'll have to try hers.
Saritas.
Yeah, I'll try that. And then there was one other place I bought from. The last batch I made. Well, I bought some from Tammy Passion.
Oh, did she do it too?
Yeah, she's done. Okay. I've gotten some pink and some coffee dyed from her. Avocado and coffee dyed. So
I'll have to check with her.
She has good prices when she has it. And that's just lucky when I just don't tend to have Wednesday evenings free or whenever she's doing her sale. So if I don't make it, I don't.
It's tough to make the sale, but I usually just send him a message when I'm.
And usually I've spent all my money with you.
Do you have any available?
I don't have any money to buy.
So make a folio or something that they like and offer and see if they're up for a trade. And, you can always say no, just wondering if you're up for a trade.
Dawn says she tried the avocado and it didn't turn out pink. She's going to try hibiscus tea bags sometimes to get pink.
Oh, hibiscus. Yeah, that'd be great. Dawn, what color did you get out of the avocado? That's kind of interesting that it didn't turn out pink.
Margie says they make paper pads with many colors of paper, and I just get those. Yeah. Well, I have the digitals that are coffee dyed. Like this one's a digital.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yep.
I mean, and it's nice, but it doesn't have that feel.
Sure.
So when these are great to back tags with, but when I'm doing like a journal, I like the coffee dyed paper.
Yeah.
And that's when I'll buy it when I'm
crunch.
Dawn says she got a yucky brown. Does she not have enough water?
Oh no.
Glenna says she uses blueberry tea bags.
Oh, I don't think I've ever heard of blueberry.
Yeah, I'm telling you, blueberries would do it too.
Margie, I don't consider it lazy. I consider it, I want to spend my crafting time doing what I want to do.
Margie?
Not doing the things that I don't want to do. So
stand above, we're supporting small businesses.
That's right. That's right.
We're supporting other crafters.
Yes, I do like supporting other crafters who are taking the time to do that, and they do beautiful work. So
yeah, they do. And they do it much better than I can do it. So why?
Exactly. So I'll do what I do and they do what they do and we'll all be happy.
Yeah. I'll get the pretty browns from them because I can't get that quite a tone.
Your house won't be burned down.
But my Kool-Aid ones, I can get funky colors. And then of course for me, I get the colored paper with Eric. So.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I very seldom even do Kool-Aid anymore because when he comes here, he wants to do the markers and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So.
And that's kind of more funny than.
Arnie says she's still lazy. Well, yeah, I'm lazy too. But that's don't come look at my house and expect somebody walk in and go, "Yeah, this is the house of a lazy woman."
No, just has priorities, and that's just not the top of the list of priorities, right? I mean,
Laura says you're not lazy, Margie. You are conserving your energy for important things.
That's exactly it.
Like sleeping. Hey, this last week, that's been an important thing because I haven't been getting it.
It's an extremely important thing because it's been 12 years since I've gotten decent night's sleep. And so, yeah, I would say, yeah, that's a really important thing.
Oh, Rodney said he missed me while I was, because I was coming home during the day and then I'd go and dog sit the house at night because they don't like dogs don't like being alone. And he goes, "I've missed you."
Aww.
Because I can't sleep when you're not here. He goes, when I go to camp, I can sleep when you're not there because it's normal. He said, but for you to be in this house, in this bed, and you not be here is not normal.
Yeah. Aw, that's sweet. And you're like, I need to do this every now and then just so you miss me and appreciate me. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. I got a method to my madness, buddy.
Sometimes I do. Most of the time I do not.
Most of the time it's whatever.
Marty says she's always been a low activity. Even as a kid, I preferred reading and coloring rather than running around outside. Mine was 50-50. I enjoyed reading, but I enjoyed being outside too. We had my grandparents, especially when we were they had a great outdoor. They had just
wonderful outdoor area.
Yeah, and then the one place we lived, we loved it because there was woods in the back, and we'd always hang out.
That's cool.
But yeah, I read a lot as a kid too.
I always loved playing outside, but I loved reading too. It didn't matter whether my parents said, "You guys go outside and play," or "Come inside, you can't go outside." I was happy either way.
Yeah, me too.
Because that means I can sit in my room. Go to your room. Okay. Go to my room. I can sit in there and read.
I didn't have a ton of friends because we moved around a lot, and so I had my cousins and my sister, my younger sister, when she'd come. We had different grandparents, so we had different dads. So she was my half sister. So she spent weekends at her dad's parents, and then I spent it at my mom's.
Right.
And they were like 10 minutes apart, but they would never bring her over.
Oh,
so
how rude.
We didn't hang out a lot until we got older.
Right.
I could go in town and I had a much longer walk to get there than she did. But anyway, but sometimes my granddad would drop me off in town when he'd go to work.
Oh, that's nice.
and then I'd
He knew that it was important that you saw her
and then I'd get in trouble.
for seeing her.
Well, we lived in a dry town.
Oh,
My grandfather worked in the only club in town, the private club. He was a bartender in the private club.
oh, that's funny.
So, needless to say, everybody knew him.
Yeah. Well, no matter what you did, he was going to find out.
Yeah. So I'd get in trouble because I didn't do.
Yeah.
So I'd be with my sister and she'd be smoking or something. 'Cause I didn't smoke when I was growing up. I didn't like it.
Right.
Well, and then my mom.
Nasty habit.
Well, my mom smoked and she coughed, turned purple, and passed out. That scared shit out of me. Sorry,
yeah.
sorry, ladies, but that is near literally. So I'm not a smoker, and
Scared the crap out of you.
Yes, it did, and so, but it didn't affect my sisters. Oh, whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. It scared me. So they
Interesting.
say that they saw us smoking because she was smoking. They thought we were both smoking, so I'd get in trouble when I get home.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, it wasn't me.
Like, nope.
You know?
Smell me. I'm yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my breath. Well, you might have smelled like smoke being around her, but
Yeah.
you didn't. Yeah. You can check your fingers and all the
Yeah.
stuff they did.
I was like, I don't have any money to buy cigarettes.
Really? Where am I going to get cigarettes from?
Yeah.
From her?
Imagine the price of cigarettes now. Oh my word.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad it's a habit I don't have because I couldn't afford it if I did.
I know. I'm like, how much do you spend? My son, my youngest son, my oldest son smokes,
Right?
which is hard to believe.
It used to be, I mean, when it was like $5 a pack and people smoked 2 or 3 packs a day, I'm like, holy cow, even a pack a day. But I don't know. What is it now? What does it cost?
They're almost like almost $5 a pack, 4 something a pack or something like that.
Wow.
3. Yeah. 3 something for like the generic, 4 something for some of the name brands. 5.
Everybody's got their favorite of whatever name brand they want.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I can't imagine. Imagine.
That's crafting money.
Yeah, exactly.
$5 a day times 30 days. That's $150. That's a lot of good paper.
Glenna spent her childhood climbing trees. I did too. Sprained my ankles many times.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I climbed the trees with rabbit ears for my mother to get the TV to come
Oh,
in.
I remember her standing up there and holding the rabbit ears to get the TV.
In the rain, mind you.
Yeah. It was safe.
Good thing we both liked Elvis.
Yeah, it was to watch Elvis coming on.
That big concert he did live via satellite. Remember that was that first concert that they ever did that was
Yep.
worldwide or whatever it was, whatever the claim to fame was back then. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yep. And our antenna went out, so we had to put up rabbit ears.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
And now they're doing concerts virtually.
Yeah.
Like Whitney Houston is dead, and they just did a holographic concert.
Yeah.
It's going right now in Vegas.
Yep.
Holographic concert with Whitney Houston.
I saw that. I was like, really? I'm not paying money for that.
I'm like, people are paying for a holograph.
I know. I saw that when we were there. I was like,
oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm sorry. That just, wow. With the money you spend on the ticket, you could go buy every album she's ever made.
Yeah.
And listen to it over and over and over again. And get some good pictures of her.
I'd really go see Cirque du Soleil. That's usually we
yeah.
go to the Cirque du Soleil shows because they don't come here very often. We get one once in a while.
Yeah,
Me and my husband like those. So
good. Those are so good.
I don't have to fight with them to go.
Yeah.
I don't have to beg them. You know what I mean? Please, yep.
I do get that. We like seeing shows together too. So they've got, if I put these on, it's going to cover up.
However, he doesn't like Riverdance. I've never been there.
I don't know. I've never asked Doug about Riverdance. You go to pretty much anything with me,
and you'll see how he feels.
Yeah, I know. Take him to Riverdance and we'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Big tickets and
yeah.
Look on his face was not happy.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Well, in June, no, I'm sorry, I can't say that. My mom might be listening. Sorry, I forget that she watches. Sorry, Mom.
Sandy said some of the cigarettes are $7 to $8 a pack. Wow.
Wow.
I know they've gone up steadily, and it's
That
crazy.
is craziness.
And Toby says she forgot she had a wooden turntable on stovetop and turned on the wrong burner.
Oh, no. Oh, Toby.
Oh God, yeah. all
Oh,
done.
shoot.
I messed up my counters with a hot pan once. I got it too close.
Oh, shoot.
Not, that's why we got granite now. But before
Yeah.
that, the
Yeah.
what are the regular cheap ones they put in the house when they normally build it?
Yeah.
Whatever,
Yeah.
whatever they are, the composite ones or whatever they are,
Yep.
the vinyl, whatever. Yeah, it got too close.
Like good quality marble or granite or
Yeah,
Corian or something. Yeah. Yeah.
Sylvia said she cooked for Cirque du Soleil when they first came to Seattle at the after party. It was fascinating.
Oh,
They are
very
fascinating
cool.
to watch.
Very cool.
It's just amazing. It's just amazing.
They are so good. Oh, you know what? I can say this. In June, it's my mom's birthday. I can say this. In June, it's my mom's birthday. And so my sister and I are taking her down to St. George, Utah, which is southern Utah. And some of you have been there. Southern Utah is really big because that's where all the national parks are. The Zion's National Park, Bryce Canyon, all the Monument Valley, all that kind of stuff that everybody loves to go see. And there's more national parks. Is that what those are called in Utah than any other state? So oh, dang it. I totally put that on the wrong side. Now I have to put it on both sides. I want to cover up that label. What a dork. What a dork. Now it's going to get music on both sides.
Margin says music should be heard, not seen.
Oh,
I don't know. There's some people I wish I would have got to see Elvis in concert for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we just never.
That would have been cool. That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
So there's a place down.
And we had plans for me to go see Michael Jackson in concert.
Oh, neat.
When I was younger, but my grandfather would not let me go.
Well, he's probably wiser than
I was 17.
Oh, yeah.
And I was living with them at the time, and it was in Pittsburgh, which was the big city closest to us.
Right.
And it was like an hour and a half, 2 hours away. So he did not want me to go.
Didn't think that was a good idea.
Oh, Linda saw Elvis in concert.
Ooh, cool.
You like it, Linda?
So there's a place called Tuacahn down in southern Utah, and they do off-Broadway. They bring off-Broadway shows there.
Yeah.
And it goes year-round. Tuacahn has become this really cool, big, expensive, like going to the Vegas shows off-Broadway. And, and so we're going, my sister and I are taking my mom down in June for her birthday to see 2 shows. They run 2 shows every month, and they do every other night. So if you're there for 2 nights, you can see two different shows, which is kind of cool. Good, kind of a cool idea. Good marketing. Get people to spend twice as much because they want to see both shows. Yeah. So the 2 shows are, one of them is called Wonderland, and it's a current world Alice in Wonderland.
Ooh.
Yeah, like a version of a current. Yeah, which should be interesting. And I'm trying to think of what the other one is. The other one's Mary Poppins, and it's a current world Mary Poppins. So
Linda said she likes Cirque du Soleil better than Elvis. Wow.
Yeah.
Elvis or older Elvis. Margie said she had a chance to see Elvis, but her boyfriend said he had tickets, so she didn't get any. And the day of, he didn't have them. Never forget that.
Oh, liar, liar, pants on fire.
She said she get the Pontiac Silverdome. Yeah, Elvis never came near where we were at, where I lived when I was younger. He never was in that area, so there was not a chance for us. We didn't travel like, it wasn't like now where you'd go 4 hours, 5 hours to see a concert.
Right. Oh, no. Yep.
Yeah. Back then, if Pittsburgh was the closest thing.
It wasn't within 2 hours. You're not traveling.
Yeah, no. Oh.
Yep.
Pennsylvania Dutch area just doesn't get a lot of that stuff.
So here's another way you can cover a bunch of tags Just turn your paper over, whatever side you want to be on the front, and then just get the tags glued and lay them all down. When the whole thing is dry, just grab your paper trimmer and cut them all out.
Yeah.
It's a good, I don't know. I don't like to make tags one by one by one. I like to decorate them one by one as I need them, but I don't like to make them one by one. I would rather sit down and do this for a couple of hours and have a whole bunch of them prepped, ready to go, mass make, a bunch of blanks, another time do a bunch of bases. These will all be music, and then I'll do some that are book, page. I think I might do some rice paper over the top of them.
Sorry, Margie. She said he was a liar all the time. Her boyfriend, she left him and then married another liar. I am sorry.
No, Margie, I'm so sorry.
Sylvia was not an Elvis fan. What? No, I'm just kidding. No, I understand that. The reason I am is my mom was a big fan, and we listened to him all the time. So you
Right.
had to be a fan or you'd go crazy. So we're friends, and I hung out at I gotta put my glasses on.
I like Elvis, but I wouldn't have been one of those raving fans in the audience screaming and
Hung
throwing
out at a door, opened
underwear.
and talked to me. We shared Jack Daniels. Turned out it was Elvis's dad. Oh wow.
Sylvia, that was Sylvia.
Was it Vernon? Was his dad's name?
That's funny. That's funny.
Cool. That's a cool story.
Yeah, that is. That is a cool story.
How about the one person I want to see now, probably now, current is Pink.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, I like Pink.
Mm.
Yeah.
Raw, and I've seen Faith, and I've seen
Mhm.
Keith, and I've seen Alan Jackson, Martina McBride, and somebody else. I can't remember the others. I think it was Lady Antebellum when they were first starting. They opened up.
Oh yeah.
I think they opened up
Somebody.
Alan Jackson. Yeah, I think they opened up for Alan Jackson. I think it was.
I've seen a bunch of people at Country Thunder.
Yeah.
Country Thunder is held in Arizona. And when it very first started, I went to every day. I had a group of friends I was hanging out with at that time and went every day. And so saw everybody that was there for several years, but I can't even remember who all I saw. The one concert that I do remember was Garth Brooks, and that wasn't at a Country Thunder. That was at a big Coliseum type thing. And I totally remember that. Sitting in the balcony, but right by the stage. So looking right down on him, not above him, but right down to him it was perfect seating.
Yeah.
I remember that one. He does a good show. He puts on a good show for sure.
Yeah, he did.
Always did.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen Vince Gill back in the day. I loved Vince Gill.
I do, but he's kind of like George Strait. I love George Strait, but I don't want to go see him in concert.
Right?
Oh, Margie went to the Statler Brothers, who was in the 60s.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I bet my mom loved them too. My mom and dad, Dawn said her mom and dad were both huge fans of Elvis. When each of them passed, I put on his records and played How Great Thou Art. It was a great way. It is. When I listen to Elvis, I do think of my mom. Elvis, Conway Twitty were her two big ones.
Oh, wow.
Like the Statler Brothers and the Oak Ridge Boys and Skeeter Davis.
I like the groups where there's more than one and they harmonize and you get 3, 4, 5 part harmony. That I love that.
Yeah. And when those songs come on, it does bring back memories.
Yep.
They still are in my playlist. And they pop up occasionally, and it does make me think of my mom.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you.
And little Charlie likes Elvis too.
Aww.
And so does Eric.
Oh. That's sweet.
Now, anyway. But Eric's favorite song right now is Astronaut in the Ocean.
Who sings that?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I have it on my playlist. We found him when he was here because I was like, what?
Yeah.
That song is that?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
And what kind of weird hip hop is that?
And then when we were picking up our new chair the other day, and we had to go to the the furniture warehouse.
Right.
We're standing there, and the guys putting my stuff in the computer, and that song is playing.
And you're singing away because you know
And I
it.
was like, oh my god, that's my grandson's favorite song. And the guy looked at me like, what?
How do you know? Yeah. How do you know about that? That's
Yeah, because
funny.
it's more. It's like it's a weird song. And
Astronomical.
that's the first time I've heard it on the radio. So it's not
That's
a radio.
funny.
It's not going to be on your country station or your pop
Yeah.
station. I don't think.
I haven't listened to country for so long. There was a time that's all I listened to, and now I haven't put it on a country station for years.
That's usually what Rodney listens to.
But
You know
now
what?
we typically just put it on music. We put it on a playlist or something from our phone, the radio or
Yeah,
the
Rodney's.
car.
Well, I got rid of Sirius XM, so I don't have to listen to NASCAR in the car anymore. So.
Yeah. Okay, now I just got to let that dry, and then cut all these guys out.
But
Oh,
country, that's the only thing we can agree on.
what's that?
Country.
Uh,
And what's really funny is that's all my husband listens to now. But when I first met him, he was listening to Ozzy Osbourne, Judas Priest.
Yeah. That's funny.
What else? What was the other one he really liked? That was like there's only like one song of Judas Priest I like. There's none of Ozzy's that I like.
Rush.
Black Sabbath. I think he listened to Black.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What was the other one? And he liked that one. God, it was big on MTV back then. Working for Your Money or music. I don't know. It was weird.
I remember when MTV first came out.
Yeah. And it was music and not shows.
Yes, exactly. And CMT when it was music.
Yeah. Now you put them on there. It's always shows. I'm like,
Yeah, there's no music.
whatever.
Okay, let's see here. What?
Alice Cooper. That's the other one.
Alice Cooper. Yeah,
My husband liked Alice Cooper.
He's
I'm
a
like,
good-
yeah, and now he's pure country. Oh, Keith Urban. You also like Steve Keith Urban. Yes, he'd be a good one too. He's cute.
Keith Urban. Keith Urban.
I love the accent.
Then you open a restaurant. Okay. What am I gonna do on these? I think
Conway, Sandy, and Margie like Conway. Yeah, my mom.
Yeah.
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling.
That was my ringtone for a long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's funny.
for my sister and my mom.
There was some good stuff way back in the day.
Yeah. And I can remember my sister's oldest. What was that song
3,
that Conway sang? Not
6, 7, 8.
Don't Take It Away or something. What was that? Was it Don't Take It Away was the name of the song, I think. And part of it, the song was where he'd come in and go, don't take it. My nephew was like 4 and he would just get into it.
That is so cute when they do that.
He would sit there in
Don't
his
take
short
your love away from me.
and he'd shout it.
Don't take your love away from me. I think I know what's
away.
I'm trying to think about what. Yeah, I'm trying to get to it. What it is. What it is. Not sure.
Yeah, and Tight Fitting Jeans. That was the other one my nephew loved. He would start singing. The chorus is what he would sing.
Yeah.
And it was funny. It was just really
That
funny.
is cute. That is cute. Let's see. Feel like doing something on these tags. Maybe with some scraps of napkins or rice paper or something.
Dawn says Alice Cooper lives here in Arizona.
Yep.
On
So it's
the
a
news
music
quite a bit.
station.
He does a lot of good for others. Yeah, that's
Oh,
cool.
he's big on philanthropy. He does a lot of good things. Participates in a lot of like community fundraisers and things like that.
That's good. I just wasn't a big fan of
Yeah,
his music.
another one who's there that does as well is George Michael. Is it George Michael? No, I'm sorry. No,
He's dead.
sorry, not George Michael. I'm so what? Wait, hang on a minute. Brett What? Wow. Why did I just say George Michael?
I don't know.
Brett, long hair.
Country
Brett
music.
Michaels. Brett Michaels.
Are you?
Oh my gosh, I'm having.
You're
Hang
talking.
on a
Wait.
minute.
Are
No,
you talking
he's
about
not.
the one from Motley Crue, or what are you talking about?
Yeah, he's not country. He had.
Was he from Motley Crue?
I don't know.
Didn't they have a? I don't know.
Hang on a second. I think it's Brett Michaels. He's
Blonde hair.
why am I having a I can see his face, and why can't I
Because we're old. Brett
Brett
Michaels.
Michaels. Yeah, Brett
Brett
Michaels.
What band is he from? I know that name.
Yeah, you do. He was the front man for
Was it no?
Poison.
Poison. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then he did some time on his own too.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but
yeah, he's a really good guy.
so is Bon Jovi. He does a lot.
Yeah, John Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, he does not look the same, does he not?
Well, so he hasn't had a bunch of surgeries. Is that what you're saying?
No. He doesn't have all the hair.
Oh.
His hair is short now. We know when he was with Bon Jovi, his hair was long. Remember?
Right.
Now it's short. He looks.
Yeah. Oh,
fine. I mean,
interesting.
he is older. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, he still
Yeah.
looks pretty good. I'm telling you, but I think he looks better with short hair than he did with long hair. But anyway,
Yeah, Sandy. Brett Michaels always wears a headband around
Yeah.
his head. He's been through some really serious medical things, but he's a really good guy.
Margie's laughing at my old comment. I'm just being truthful. Laura's hair bands are gone. Yeah, and he was big with.
That's funny. Yeah, he had hair back then.
Now I want to know is, ladies, my maiden name is Winger. I want to know. We got Deborah Winger and the Winger Band. Where's my freaking money?
Really. Deborah Winger. When I hear Deborah,
When I was in high school, that was always. Are you related? Yeah, I'm related. I live in
Is an officer and a gentleman. That's the first thing I would think of. Oh, that was a good movie. Hey, I saw that Maverick is coming out the end of the month.
Yep.
Yeah, Top Gun Maverick.
Yep. I told you about it.
You did, and then it was like the next week or a few days later. Doug goes, "Look at that! That looks like Top Gun." I said, "It is." Candy told me.
He's like, I've only seen like once since then again, but I haven't watched much TV. I didn't watch TV while I was at their house. Them dogs.
Yeah, we've seen the commercial a few times.
Yeah. I was watching a Eurovision completion, and there were definitely a couple of 80s feel acts. Compilation. She meant compilation.
Yeah, and some 80 throwbacks.
Yeah.
Throwbacks.
Oh,
well,
man.
the 80s. I graduated in 1980 from high school.
I graduated in
the 80s. I was out of high school.
82, 83. God, I can't remember. Isn't that
You're younger than me?
Yes, I'm younger.
I
skipped a year of school.
Oh, so you're really younger than me.
Yeah, so I should have graduated in 82. I think graduated in 83.
Okay. Wait a minute. You skipped a year. You should have graduated in 82 and you graduated in 83?
A year later, yeah.
That means you were held back or you stayed back.
I had to repeat the year. I didn't go to school for a year.
Oh, that.
I went for like 3 months and started skipping school.
Oh.
And go the rest of the year.
Oh, man. Now, don't you wish, young lady, that you had shown up at school, not had to do it another year?
No, because I got shipped to my grandparents and I was happy.
Yeah.
And it was a better school. So
yeah, that's funny. Well, good then. See, it all works out.
It did. Though I had to go to court and the judge mistook me for my older sister.
Oh, great. That could be a problem.
It was not cool. Because me and my younger sister both skipped. So we were both in court. And she skipped the whole year. She didn't go not one day. I at least went for 2
Wow.
And then Yeah, I got sent to all kinds of crap. She got nothing.
Wow. Why did she get nothing if she skipped the whole year?
He kept calling me by my sister's name.
Oh, he kept thinking that you were your older sister.
I had to correct him several times. He was not happy with me. But I was
yeah, you're like, wait a minute, I am not.
Yeah. Not Terry. It is not Terry. My name is Candy.
Right.
Yeah, and he repeatedly called me
and
Terry.
She was the one always getting into trouble.
Drug possession and some other things. Yeah.
Wow.
And then he called us liars, and I was like, I didn't lie about skipping school.
Really? Hey, I skipped school, but I didn't lie about it. You know, you're saying
they sent the truant officer to our house, and that we hid from them. Nobody came to our house.
Right.
Nobody came to our house.
You sent the truant officer to our house. They just went out smoking, so they never showed up.
They never. If they did, they showed up when we weren't there. They tried to say they showed up several times, and we hid from them. They knew we were in there. We didn't spend the day at the house most of the time.
Why would you stay home and get in trouble for being there when you're supposed to be at school?
Because my mom didn't care.
Oh, so you could have been at home.
Yes, but we didn't hide it. It's not like we hid it.
Right.
You hide it. You hide it for like the first month, and after that, we weren't.
Yeah, most kids that skip school aren't going home.
Yeah, but it got cold. It got wintertime. We couldn't hang out.
Right.
In Erie in the wintertime is not. That's that cold water, the cold wind coming off that lake, and we lived 2 blocks off the lake.
Oh man.
So it was very, very cold.
That is just not cold right there. So that's coming off.
In the summer you could skip, and in the fall skip, and you go to the lake, just hang out at the lake until time to go home.
Oh, that's cool.
But
oh shoot, that was not supposed to fall in there.
Margie said this year is her 50th grad reunion.
Wow.
Andy graduated in 1977, in 1968, Dawn 1976, Laura graduated in 95. Shut up, Laura.
95. You baby.
Laura said you don't think she ever skipped school. I didn't either, Laura. That was the first and only time I ever did was that year. I hated that school. I cannot tell you how much I hated it.
Get you to new school and you were just fine.
Yeah, this school was the worst. It was the worst.
Wow. So I'll tell you a funny story about skipping school. Well, I got divorced from Spencer's dad. He was like 5. And so then I was single for 10 years, just Spencer and me. And then before I met Doug. So at my house, we had the pool table and the pool and the game room because I wanted Spencer and all his friends to hang out at my house. Yep. So I always knew where they were and I always knew what was going on. And his friends were always happy to hang at our house because we had all the stuff and they all had brothers and sisters that they wanted to get away from anyway. And Spencer didn't have any little brothers or sisters at home. So one day, him and his friend, now Spencer is 34. He just turned 34. Kid is brilliant. He took all my brains. He's got them all and his combined. He was absolutely brilliant. He started a hedge fund. That's the brain of this kid. And he was brilliant as a child too. He could read a book and he could remember exactly where stuff was and what chapter. And he's talking about it. I'm like, I don't know. I got to look it up. It's hard, but he's just really smart and he loved to read like I did. And he just, gleaned everything he could from everything. And, not the kind of kid that would skip school or, do drugs or all the things. And, but I think he did fail a math class in high school, and now he is a tax accountant for a private equity firm and does tax returns that are like literally 16 inches thick, high, and it started a hedge fund. It's because he was so bored. That he didn't pay any attention. But this is a good kid, and his friend was a really good kid. They were just 2 good kids. And so one day, I think I was working from home or I came home from work early. I don't remember, but came home from work early, and it's like, I don't know, 1:00 in the afternoon or something. And the 2 of them come walking in the door. Well, they're supposed to still be at school till like 3:15 or something. And I'm like, hey, what are you doing? Well, we were out at lunch and we were, or we were talking this morning. We were thinking, maybe we just don't want to go to class today. Maybe we want to just go, let's skip class. But we went to first and second hour because in first hour we had to turn in an assignment, and second hour we knew we had a test, so we needed to be there. It's like we're gonna skip school, but let's make sure we take care of all our responsibilities first. It was hilarious. And so then we had lunch, and after lunch we only have this and this, and there's nothing going on, and we don't have to do anything, and so we know we won't miss anything. And so when everybody was going in for lunch, we just slipped over the back wall, and then we just walked over. They weren't very far. It was just, in the neighborhood. So then we just walked to Circle K on the corner. We got a hot dog, a couple of hot dogs, and they're laughing. And then we just thought we'd come here and hang out, and it's funny. I'm laughing with them. And cause I want to get all the details, find out what's going on. I'm not just going to get mad at him because then he will shut down. Teenager. Right. And so I'm like, oh, that's funny. That's funny. So, I'm asking them questions. I start making some cookies. I put cookies in the oven. Well, you guys can hang out here and I'll make you some cookies. And they're like, wow, cool. And, and I'm so like, well, why did you skip? I don't know. We're just bored, and it's boring in these two classes, and nothing going on. And we just felt like we don't want to be here. That's all. We just felt like we don't want to be here, And I'm like, and I'm thinking, how do you handle this? They're two good kids. They want to skip school. They made sure that they turned in their assignment and took a test before they left. It's not like they're truants and trying to be.
Yeah, like me. Anyway,
not skipping the whole day. They never skipped before. They both actually own companies now, started companies. His friend is a tech guy, and they're just brilliant kids, and they're just bored in school. So how do you get mad at them? And so they're sitting there eating cookies, and we're just talking, and I'm just thinking, I'm so glad that they felt comfortable coming here instead of somewhere else.
Oh, well,
we're talking, and then the principal calls. And principal called and said, are Spencer and Eric at your house by any chance? And I said, they are. And she's like, oh, she said, everybody in the school has been looking everywhere. The school is on lockdown. Every teacher has searched everywhere, and everybody is worried sick about it because they are not the kind of boys to skip school. They checked the bathrooms and they thought for sure they had been kidnapped or something. Because that's just not something they would do. Everybody said, no, not those two, and so everybody's worried sick about him. And I'm like, oh, great. Yep, they're here. So they had to go meet with the principal, and in the end, they got detention from it, which wasn't a huge deal, except Friday night was somebody's birthday party, and he was one of their other friends right in the neighborhood, and he was having a sleepover with just like 5 of them.
Yeah.
These two had to get up on Saturday morning at 6 o'clock and go sit in the school for detention, after staying up. And here's the thing. They're like, for detention, they come in and they just sit here and stare at the wall. They wasted our time looking for them. We're going to waste their time. And they cannot fall asleep. And they cannot read a book. And they cannot do, anything that they want to do. They can't put their head down. They can't fall asleep, even if they stayed up all night at at their friend's house hanging out. They're just going to sit here and stare at the wall, and we're going to waste their time. It's kind of it's stupid, but not stupid.
Yeah.
It could have been a lot worse.
I guess the judge sent me to detention for a whole summer, but whatever.
Your punishment.
Crazy. I had to go to like group therapy. I had to have like
fix you
a IQ test done.
Oh,
so they sent me to different appointments like once a week doing stuff.
Right.
And therapy was a joke because you're in there and everybody else is in there for drugs or what, and you're
right. You're like, I skipped school. Yeah, I'm not. And I'm trying not to laugh while the principal is talking because I'm like, they're not becoming, they're not becoming hellions and gonna skip school all the time. You just know they just wanted to. Here's what they said. We just wanted to know what it felt like.
It wasn't like it wasn't why we were doing it. My sister never liked school. I liked school.
It was different. Yeah.
And then we moved. And it was ninth grade. So you go for the first month. It's a new school. You're a new kid. And ladies, I'm only like 5'2", 2.5", 3 on a good day if I got heels on.
Yeah,
and back then I was size 0. Okay? I was tiny. I was very, very tiny.
Yeah.
And my sister had a drug problem. My older sister had a drug problem.
Right.
I grew up with that. I knew all about that.
You weren't going to touch it.
No. And
Dad was an alcoholic, and he
when
would
you
never.
go to this, and no lie, this school, I was sitting in class. My name was Winger. I'm in the back. They seat you alphabetically.
Right.
This kid tore out it was in biology, tore out his pen, one of those big pens, took out the ink so he could suck up Coke off his biology book.
Oh my gosh.
In class.
In class?
They smoked in class, in that class. They were smoking in the back. And the teacher just kept on teaching. Okay. So that's how it started. That's how the year started. And then, I got into fights constantly. People beat my ass for whatever reason. I'm like, what did I do? I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
I didn't know you. And I had to walk home a long way. So it was a very scary walk home by yourself. Anyway, so, and then I got strep throat. So I was out for 2 weeks with strep throat. I had to go in.
You're like, I don't want to go back.
And we didn't have the money to take city buses, and we weren't on the bus route. So to say, I had to walk 14 blocks. And granted, city blocks, they weren't huge, but there was one we had to walk to the park.
Yeah.
But that's a long walk to carry all your books. You're not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Like I said, I didn't weigh 100 pounds when I graduated.
Right.
Okay? I could run good. I was in track, but
run really fast.
I was never a speedy. I was more of, with the relay team and stuff like that. But muscles I did not have. I could throw a punch, but God forbid they hit me in the face.
You were a small girl. You were tiny.
Nobody ever hit me in the face because I'd have been done. And then I came back. I had to take some tests that I missed, and I just went ahead and took them. I thought, because I was a straight A student.
Right.
I passed it. I only missed 2 questions.
Wow.
Out 2 weeks, and I took a test and only missed 2 questions. Okay, I tell you anything, I was bored out of my freaking gourd. Yeah. So then I'm back for 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, and I got strep throat again. And I was out for another 2 weeks.
Oh shoot!
And at that point, I was like, I've had it.
Right.
I've had it. I've had it. I didn't want to go back.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't blame you at all.
And Laura said she don't think she ever skipped school.
Yeah.
Margie said she didn't actually skip. She just stayed home. That's eventually what we ended up doing, Margie. When it got wintertime, we just stayed home. We just didn't go.
Right.
Glennis said, Laura, except for the time you were expelled, I've never been expelled. Laura said, I didn't think people actually skipped school. I thought it only happened in fiction.
Nice, Glennis.
Laura said, laugh out loud, I tell people I got my rebellion out in 3rd grade after being kicked out of the entire school system.
That's hilarious. All right, we got to hear, what did you get kicked out of school in 3rd grade for?
She said, undiagnosed off the charts ADHD makes for a scary child, apparently.
Did the teacher feel threatened by little you?
Glennis said Laura was one of a kind. Sylvia says she's not divulging anything about the 60s. She just had a blast.
That's so funny. That's so funny. I only skipped school on, the senior skip day where everybody skipped.
Yeah. Well, mine was the next. We went.
I would have got my butt beat by my dad. I'd have been in so much trouble.
It was just my mom. My dad was not in the picture, and my younger sister's dad was not in the picture either. So, the next year we started school back in the same school, and I want to say maybe a month in, they went on strike.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and the teachers went on strike. Okay. So they were on strike for like a month.
Okay.
And it was looking like it was going to be another month, and my mom and I decided that it would be best for me to go live with my grandparents to go to school.
No, and that's the best thing that ever happened to you.
Yes.
That's awesome. Thank you, Mom.
Yeah.
Wow. Sylvia not divulging anything from the 60s.
Not anything.
I know what the 60s were like. I was born in the 60s. So, in the 70s, I heard a lot about it. I saw some of those pictures, Sylvia. Some of those pictures of the 60s.
Yeah. Wild child.
Yeah. I could totally see Sylvia being a flower child and going to Woodstock and
My sister did.
a whole bit. That's Sylvia. Laura is still one of a kind. That's why we love her. We can't handle more than one of any of us.
No.
One's enough.
My name fools a lot of people.
Oh, what? Why? Oh, Candy. Because Candy's usually the candy.
Well, it goes one of two ways. Either you're really sweet, or are you a stripper?
Yeah, no, that's what I meant. Is that your real name or your stripper name?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna try some of these on some black. Let's see what kind of. But maybe I want to put book page down first. I don't know. What kind of rice paper would look good on black with no? That's not
something colorful
with no book page underneath it. Just the.
Oh, that would be pretty. Don't do it all the way and have some black show through it.
Yeah. Seeing what will be. I like the fleur de lis.
Yeah, like black on the edge
over here because I like part of that postage. Don't stick to that one. Like part of that postage, the bird, part of the fleur de lis, and maybe just a little tiny bit of.
Oh, Laura says it makes her think of candy stripers.
Not candy strippers.
When I was in high school, that was not one of the things I got asked.
Really? Are you a candy stripper?
Yeah, no.
Are you a candy stripper? And you just said, wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, no. It was usually a boy trying to get a date, and it was a pickup line.
Exactly. Wouldn't you like to know?
And then
that's for me to know and you to find out.
The song by the Bow Wows, "I Want Candy," and I hated that song.
Oh.
That came out.
Yeah.
That came out when I was in high school.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there was another one too with the candy in it. I can't remember what it was. The Bow Wow one was the big one though.
Is that the one that I want?
Yeah, I Want Candy. Yeah, I can't remember all. I didn't like it, so
yeah. It's a weird song. It's a very weird song.
Yeah, it is. Well, it wasn't. Yeah.
And yeah, no, I don't blame you. I wouldn't like it either.
Sylvia said yes, leather headband, moccasins, and I got arrested by my godfather who was caught burning my friend's draft card. Oh, Sylvia.
Oh.
My dad was at the American Legion when he got called about me.
Oh boy. Great.
My granddad would have been all of my girl on that one.
Yeah.
Margie said Laura's candy striper would have pepped up the hospital. Laura accidentally put candy strippers, not candy stripers.
Oh, nice, Laura. Nice.
Laura says she never got teased by a song. I guess it's hard to do with "Tell Laura I Love Her." Yeah. They don't want to do that one. That's too. Yeah.
Yeah. There's no stripper in that.
Sylvia's mother. That song. What? Sylvia's mother.
Sylvia's mother. I don't remember that song. Who was that?
I don't know.
But now I got that other one stuck in my head, and I don't like it.
No, I don't like it either.
I've never liked that song.
No, me neither.
We need a Margie earworm.
A good one, please.
Yes, exactly. Tom Sawyer, Rush. Ooh, I hope that dries a little lighter because that is super dark. It will. It'll dry lighter, won't it? Oh, wow, this is just getting pulled off down here.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think it will. I think it's too dark. You might have.
Well, we're gonna. I wanted to try it, see what would happen. So let's see. And this is obviously not thick enough paper. It's actually quite thin cardstock now that I'm feeling it.
Dr. Hook, Sylvia's mother. I like Dr. Hook, but I don't remember that one.
Dr. Hook, I don't remember that either. I don't know.
I like Dr. Hook.
Really listened to them.
A bit of their stuff.
This has got to go down here. Needs to double up because it is just too thin.
Laura said it could be worse. You could have been Jesse's Girl or Stacy's Mom.
Oh yeah,
Well, I did like Jesse's Girl. That song
Jesse's
didn't.
Girl was good. Yeah.
Not that song. Stacy's Mom, not too bad. It wasn't my favorite song, but
Oh, now look at that all over the back. What a mess I have made. We'll see. We'll let it.
You make a mess? Never.
85753 8675309 8675309.
Look up that
You
song.
said Jesse's Girl, and that's what I thought of, and that is not Jesse's Girl.
No, that's 8-6.
Yeah, but I thought of that one too. After Jesse's Girl, that's where my brain went.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what that dries to before we do any more. It'd be nice if it dries enough. I don't know the blue. Yeah, but you know what? Now that I look at it, the birds are black. The fleur-de-lis is black. Of course, it's just going to be black on black. I should have put book page down. What a dork. Well, it may just become a base and every other stuff over. What?
You shouldn't call yourself names like that.
Like a dork. Jenny, don't change your number. Yeah. Oh man. Oh,
Jenny,
wow.
who can I turn to?
Who can I turn? Oh wow. I've forgotten about so many of these songs. These are old stuff.
But isn't it amazing how once you hear I can't remember the song.
How
the
fast
words
it
right
comes
now,
back.
But as soon as you start hearing the music, the words all come back to you.
Well, yep, immediately.
But most of them come back to you.
Yeah.
There might be a word here or there that you forget, but
Yeah. Name that tune. 1 or 2 notes. Most of these, the song will be right there. And then there was the whole period of Boston and REO Speedwagon and
yeah,
all of those.
I wasn't a big Boston fan.
No. Foreigner.
No, I loved Foreigner.
Doobie Brothers. Oh, we had a private concert with the Doobie Brothers. Forgot about that.
I kind of like them. Some of their stuff I liked.
That was cool. One of them gave Doug a drumstick and a pick.
Oh.
One of his. Yeah. They were good. All right. Let's put something on here. Let's see. Those are crap. Don't stick to that. That's done.
Call Me in the Two Tones. That's the one.
Call Me in the Two Tones. Oh. Remember when American Bandstand came out?
I remember it being on. But
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't remember when it came out. I remember it being on, but now every now and then I'll see somebody will send something around from YouTube of American Bandstand back then.
oh yeah.
Wow.
Steve Miller. Oh, my brother
Oh,
loved
Steve Miller. Yeah. Steve Miller Band.
Yeah, he loved them.
Do you remember Casey Kasem?
He did his countdown all the time.
Yeah.
And
Every
he did-
Saturday night I listened to
He
Casey
did the voice
Kasem.
of Shaggy on Scooby Doo.
And the top, he was Shaggy?
I think it was him that did Shaggy.
I did not know that. Wow.
Wasn't I think it was him that did Shaggy.
Every Saturday night I listened to Casey Kasem in the top 40. Mm-hmm.
Maybe not. It might not have been. Maybe he did some voice, I remember.
Well, that's cool. He was a good voice guy. He was definitely a good voice guy.
Sylvia said, yeah, duh, American Bandstand.
Yeah, really. Sylvia, you were probably on it, weren't you? I could totally see her getting on that show. The one show that I watched so much that I could.
Amanda said yes, he was Shaggy in the originals. Yeah, I thought so. I mean, it's been a long time and I haven't, but I was pretty sure it's been a long time since I've seen
That is cool. I had no
the
idea.
original Shaggy. Yeah.
I had no idea. Every summer I would babysit. Now they call it nannying, but I would babysit, full time every summer. And I watched The Price is Right. That was like my favorite show. I watched The Price is Right every single morning. I could tell you the price of everything, even down to, a 1974 Gremlin. Remember the Gremlins being the big car that they were giving away for a period of time?
I wrecked a Gremlin once.
Really?
Yeah, my sister let me borrow a car and it didn't have no brakes.
Huh? I would have loved to go on that show. That'd have been I always like, it'd be a dream come true to go on Price is Right. And I was yelling at the TV how much it is, and they don't listen to me. And I'm like, come on.
Oh, so you're like the guys with the sports,
Only when I'm trying to help them
you.
win.
What the hell are you yelling at?
No, only when I'm trying to help them win or save their life because the killer's coming. Yes, I do that now occasionally. And Doug's like, honey, it's just on the TV.
They can't hear you.
But she's gonna get her. She needs to turn around. Yeah, I know. They
Laura
can't.
says sometimes she watches the One Hit Wonder list, and there are always so many songs I have forgotten.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Yeah.
Sandy says they replay the top 40 on Sirius. Yeah, I got that.
Oh. Yeah, and every Saturday night you'd get the best of the music that was out. Then you get them all at the same time. Casey Kasem in the top 40 countdown.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it seems like a whole nother world ago, like so long, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
It
does.
was like so long ago.
It's like what's weird is some things you remember like it was yesterday.
And
Other ones you're like, did that really happen? I don't remember that.
100 years ago. Yeah.
Ronnie will say something, he'll be like, I don't remember that, and then he'll finally get to where like, oh, okay, I remember that now, but
Yeah,
I don't remember it happening like you just said.
right. Don't remember the parts and pieces. Yeah. Yep.
I'm like, are you sure it happened that way?
That's funny.
Kids are so spoiled with their streaming right now. Amanda said, yeah. They are.
Yeah.
I kind of like it. I do like streaming.
Well, look what we're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, but I think maybe what she means is that they can stream anything, anytime, anywhere.
Yeah, we had to wait for it to come on the
And
radio.
we had to wait for it to come on the radio and hope they played the song that we liked when we were listening.
And then you had to wait for the album to come out or the
Oh my
45. Because we didn't buy a lot of albums because we couldn't afford them.
Nope.
Or did you like to buy the albums because they had so many songs on there you didn't like?
Right.
And then I remember the cassette tape where you could record it off the radio and you'd sit down waiting for your song to come on the radio so you could record.
And then sit there and hope nobody walked in the room and made any noise. So it's not all over your recording.
Yeah.
Oh man, we were high tech, huh? That's hilarious.
We had to walk across the room to change the channel. The
Oh
horror.
my goodness, on the TV.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had
Well, we only had like 4 or 5 channels.
four
You didn't
channels.
have-
We had ABC, CBS, NBC, and PBS. That's when we had a working TV. That is.
Yeah, Laura says she did the cassettes too, and she may still have some old. I know I have some old ones still in the storage.
Some old
Because
mixed
the kids, I kept them because the kids had one of those little boom boxes for little kids.
Walkmans or boombox.
It was a little red and yellow one for preschool,
Oh, right.
and we used to stick those tapes in there.
play
You
'em
could
in there?
play music.
Aw.
Yeah, the kids could play music, and I had it for Eric for a little while until it finally bit the dust. But
Right.
and I did keep some of them just because they bring back
Sure.
a lot of them. Now I don't have anything to play them on, so if I find them again, I'll probably throw them out.
And when guys would make a mixtape of good songs for a girl.
I never got that. My
didn't either, but other
music
people
was always
did.
different than everybody else's.
Your what?
My taste in music was always different
Ah.
than the other kids. I didn't tend to like, when I was in high school, Def Leppard was really big, and I liked them, but the other ones that were big, I did not like. Like
I wasn't into a lot of hard rock.
Hard rock was big, and I was not into hard rock.
Yes.
Occasionally, I mean, like one song
big.
there.
It was a song here or there. It wasn't like the whole group or just the whole genre.
Or they like the indie stuff that I just cannot stand. A lot of the indie stuff I can't stand.
Sandy forgot about their cassette recordings. It's like,
Sandy. I remember 8-track tapes, for God's sake. We had an 8-track growing up, and we had our own tapes. We played a lot of music. And my favorite 8-track was the Archies.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Because they had that song Sugar Sugar, which I liked, and my mom liked it.
Oh, I like that one.
And then they had the song Feeling So Good. Her name was Scooby Doo, or Scooby Doo. We call her. He's called. Yeah, I finally found it streaming, so I have it. A couple.
Oh, wow. A lot of that stuff I couldn't even tell you who sang it. I just knew the songs. Because I loved music, and I started playing the piano when I was 5. And so I would, I just all the music I could get in here and listen to. Then I would just try to get my hands on. I remember when Smoke on the Water I was still a little kid, but Smoke on the Water, my older brother and sister, was like super big. It was like the big thing. And I'm like, Mom, I need to go get the piano music for this. I need to learn to play Smoke on the Water,
Oh, yeah.
And so I go get the piano music, and I'm pounding out dun 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 dun. Smoke on the water.
Laura says she remembers the click thunk when you put the 8-track in. Yep, and pushing a cassette tape with a pencil. Yep.
Wow. Yep.
Flip it. Margie kicked herself out.
She what?
She kicked herself out. She said,
"Flip it." Oh.
And then Laura says, Margie, don't do that. And Margie goes, well, I didn't mean to.
Oh, we thought you did, Laura.
You got tired of this conversation, didn't you, Margie?
Yeah, really. She's like, I'm tired of the time capsule. Can we just live in reality? Yeah, it is making me feel old, actually. Well, sometimes it's kind of nice to reminisce with people of my age, or around, give or two, either direction, give or take, either direction, so that everybody kind of gets it. Not with your kids that are like, what are you talking about? Yeah, I've heard of that thing called a phone on the wall. Yeah. We couldn't get rid of them fast enough, and now they're probably worth money because they're vintage.
Amanda said her youngest was looking at all her car buttons and saw the CD spot. She was so excited to play a CD in the car, let alone add 6 CDs.
Yeah, and when the CDs came out, and then all of a sudden you could stack how many CDs in the car, and you're like, what?
Yeah, because remember it started out when I first saw the stack, when you had to put it in your they had put them in their trunk.
Yes. I remember that.
Remember that? And then they got to where they could put them in the dash.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that. My Cadillac had one that you could put more than one in.
Pink Cadillac.
No, it was silver.
Oh, that's better.
Silver. Well, I had a mint green one, a black one, a silver one.
Wow. Look at you, fancy smancy.
I love my little CTSs. Love them cars.
Yeah.
Margie said her actual phone is vintage, I think, cordless landline.
Oh, yeah. Remember? Yeah, remember when they went
we were watching Ronnie.
Oh, my gosh. You could walk around the house with the phone.
Yeah, he's been watching the reruns of Seinfeld, and they have one. We only have to pull up the antenna.
Yeah. Pull up the antenna. You could totally walk around the house with the phone. That was like amazeballs.
Yeah.
Boy. All right. Let's see what we've got here.
It's amazing what we've when you
What
think
has
about it,
transpired
you
in
don't
our
even think about it.
lifetime.
But if you stop and think about what you had when you were a kid and what you have now and the
Yeah.
changes, it's kind of amazing.
Yeah, what's transpired in our lifetime is really is amazing.
Laura
Let's see.
said mom had a Garfield phone. Imagine that. We would have never
Really.
guessed that. Laura had
Somehow, Laura, we are not surprised. That's funny.
Amanda says she has an old car, you know, the one with that 6-stack CD spot.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
She
Well,
goes,
you know.
but it's the car's paid off and it's good on gas, so she's going to keep it. I would too.
Yeah, if it still runs, why not? Still works. Car is merely a tool to get from point A to point B. Unless it needed to be a status symbol, then it's going to cost you money. But if you think of it as a tool, then it's, you know, not.
Well, my CTF was cool, but I did love that car.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there are some cars that
it drove
like way better than others.
Drive.
How long has it been since you had one?
Well, we traded my Jeep in for it, so 2017.
Wow.
We traded the last one in for it. Rodney had trouble getting in and out of it.
It's my
car. I really don't care.
Now I want it back, and you don't have to ride in your car. If we go together, we'll go in yours.
Well, we still have, that's one of the reasons we gave it up. Because he has his truck, but I don't like his truck. I can't.
You can't get in the truck. He can't get in the car.
Well, I can get in. It's getting when we go on a long trip. If we have to take his truck,
sure,
just get out of it.
Pain,
right. Drop down, and even with the step on there, it's still a drop down for me. So we compromised, and we had to get a new car, and so we went with the Jeep. We did a bunch of test driving, and we went with the Jeep.
Sure,
more room to get Eric, and it'd be more comfortable for both of us to travel. So.
Well, that's cool.
I gave up my speedy car.
And he still has his truck.
Yeah,
because he testified, I have to have it for hunting.
Yeah,
you don't have to have your car for anything. So,
well, it's a diesel. Now, you know, diesel's so high now. It's
no kidding. Regular gas is $4.50. Diesel's over $5, right?
Yeah, depending down here, it's right at $5 right now. I think here.
That's crazy.
Glennis says she still has that phone, I guess. The Garfield phone.
That's awesome, Glennis.
Dawn says, I still have a cordless landline too. I know most have given up landlines, but I just haven't yet. Practically free in my monthly bundle. Yeah, we don't have one of those bundles, so we don't have a phone right now. We had it for a long time just for the
I did for a long time, and I used it as a fax line.
For the DirecTV is what we needed it for.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And when they went away and you didn't have to have it, we just went ahead and got rid of it. Because all it was sales calls. I mean,
after we paid for it for 2 years and went, what are we using this for? Nothing.
Yeah, nothing, because it was always.
And we haven't used it in 2 years. I guess it's time to give it up.
Yeah.
It was kind of hard, though, because my cell phone number is 9,000 and my home phone number was 9,000 and my fax number was 9,900. Because I worked at the phone company when I moved, and so I got a good phone number of 9,000, and then I worked at the phone company. It was a very short stint at the phone company in between my life of self-employed and when they came out with cell phones, when they started carrying cell phones. I worked there, and so of course we got to the first day they came out, we got to go in and get a cell phone and pick our own number, and actually their whole thing was, we'll advertise that people can have their last 4 digits to match their home phone number, so it's easy to remember, which is great until there's so many phones out there that you can no longer match them. It worked for a while, but I went right in and got 9,000. I have had that same cell phone number, not the phone, had the same cell phone number since 1995. 1995. Wow. I don't want to give it up because it's 9,000. It's easy to remember.
Dawn, let's see. What Sylvia says, she forever thinks about the lives interrupted by Vietnam, drugs, Gulf War, and so much more. 21st century brings its own problems. Yeah, it does.
Yes.
Margie says she's home all the time. She doesn't need to take one. She doesn't need anything she needs to take with her because she's home all the time.
Yep.
Laura says she has a landline. That's where the spammers call her appointments. I only use myself.
You know, if you, and there's things where you have to give a phone number. If you have a landline, then it's definitely good to use it for that, because then you don't get all that stuff on your cell phone. I've thought of setting up an email that I could put in places, you know, because I get so darn many emails. And they just clog up my email box, and I go in and, you know, unsubscribe, and they never stop sending them.
No, you've just verified that you're got a good count.
Exactly. So
you're better off not unsubscribing.
Well,
you need to set up your spam filter in your email usually.
I do have a spam filter, and
well, not spam filter, but rules like
stuff
from this sender automatically sent to the trash.
Yeah, that's true. I have set that up for a couple of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just.
Dawn says
tired of that.
It's $4.99 a gallon in Mesa.
Wow. Diesel or regular fuel?
Regular here, it's $4.10 yesterday when I got it. Without any discounts, it was $4.10.
Wow. It was $4.50 the other day here, and I haven't looked in a few days.
We usually go to Sam's or on base, and it's much cheaper, but I had to have gas.
Yeah, we usually do Costco.
Put like $20 in, $23 in, just to get me to get to town later.
Right.
That was regular. Dawn said $4.99 for a regular.
Holy cow.
Yeah, so your diesel's probably at least $5.10, $5.20.
Well, we wanted to hook up the camper and the trailer, whatever you call it, and head to Arizona this year sometime. But I'm thinking, it'd be a whole lot cheaper just to drive down or fly if we can get those $60 flights and stay in a hotel in the camper. That's really ridiculous.
Oh man, it's almost 5 o'clock.
Craziness. Yeah, we only have like 7 minutes left.
I guess.
Yeah, like the last 40 years have flown by during the last 2 hours, right?
Margie said her utilities are going up by 30% this month. Wow.
30%. Wow.
It went up 30. Dawn said that gas went up 30 cents a gallon overnight. Yeah, it's weird. Well, you know, it's because Memorial Day's coming up, ladies. It's getting,
yeah.
That's why. It'll go back down after Memorial Day for a little bit.
Memorial weekend.
Oh, wow. It'll go back down.
But it always goes up right before the holiday weekend.
Yep. And then it'll come down just a little bit.
Yep. It's like, just take advantage of the people who, you know, are just going to go try to take a little drive
or vacation
drive with the family and enjoy the holiday weekend. I don't like to go camping on those weekends though, because everybody's out there. Traffic is crazy, and you know,
we usually stay home. We usually did barbecues and stuff.
Yeah, we'll stay home, and then we'll go a weekend when everybody else is staying home. So, speaking of which, I do think that I know that we have somewhere that we need to go on that Saturday, but it's not the whole weekend thing. It's just Saturday day. So, I think we will be here just fine for Monday Jumpstart on Memorial Day. If any of you are not going somewhere and want to stay out of the crowds and avoid the gas and want to hang out, we need to think of something super fun to do that day. Monday Jumpstart. Maybe, okay.
Tell them about Saturday, though.
What?
Tell them about Saturday.
You want me to tell them already? Okay. So Saturday the 28th, that is our Saturday Night Live, right? And I don't know if we'll be back in time for Saturday Night Live, or if we aren't back in time, we will definitely be driving. So I will be able to be on my phone, but if we're not back in time, I wouldn't be able to be here. So that's Saturday night, the 28th. Y'all better be here. It's going to be fun. It's going to be tell us what to do. and you're going to tell Candy and Glynis what to do.
We're taking over, ladies.
And Debbie will be on there to read chat while they're busy trying to do what you're telling them. And hopefully we'll be driving home. So I'm going to be on YouTube chat with you guys. So that'll be fun. I'm really looking forward to that, actually. I really am. I think that'll be a lot of fun. So that'll be Saturday the 28th.
Laura says, "Oh, I can't miss that one."
Yep.
Laura says, "Mom will have to listen to me."
No kidding. So Candy has a list that you'll be able to choose from to tell them what to use.
Yeah,
And she'll get it into the group before that night so you guys can print it out or look at it or whatever you want.
Thursday night or Friday morning, and I'll pin it to the top, ladies.
Yep, so that you'll have time to take a look at that. That should be a load of fun. I can't wait to harass you guys and tell you, hey, you took more than 7 minutes.
Ladies, I'm trying to figure out how to put her in timeout so she can't tell us what to do. Toby says we better put our gargoyles and seatbelts on.
Yeah, right. Neener. No, I think that sounds like a lot of fun.
Oh, Sandy's gonna be on vacation.
Oh, Sandy, where are you going? Where are you going this time?
Have fun. Be safe.
Yeah, that's what retirement's all about for Sandy.
Yep.
But yeah, do travel safe because there's a lot of crazies on the road that weekend. For sure. And then starting June 6th will be the first day. You don't want to miss this on Monday Jumpstart, where we're going to make the journals. We're going to make a journal start to finish together. And Miss Sandy Rath is going to join us on the panel live.
Oh, a new person to pick on, ladies. Woo!
I'm very excited for her to join us here. She will be making it along with me, and Candy will be watching chat. I think.
And picking on her.
Don't worry, Sandy. We can handle her.
Oh, okay. I have to up my game.
Oh, I can put her in timeout. Yeah, you might have to up your game a bit. So I am working on the lists of what you want to have.
Oh, she's going to Tennessee. Oh, so pretty there. Where in Tennessee, Sandy?
Oh.
Where do you get the best whole cover? Toby asked, though.
Like these whole covers? Is that what you're talking about?
They're already on the tags, aren't they? Aren't those
these were already on these tags?
Yeah.
But make them. If you make them, that's the best whole cover, Toby. Absolutely the best whole cover. Do you have a 3/4 inch, a 1/2 inch punch round circle, or a 3/4 inch round circle like this? Toby, I'll show you really quickly how to make them. We have 2 minutes. That's just enough time to show you how to make them. And then we go. Okay, so if I want to make a cover for this one.
Sandy said, "Bring it on." Okay.
See, I knew she could handle you. Okay, what am I going to make it out of? What am I going to make it out of? This is awfully thin.
Don't matter. Just pick a piece of paper. It don't matter.
Yeah, but something super thin is not going to.
No, but she doesn't need to know it's super thin. If you don't tell her, she ain't going to know.
All right.
Paper, okay. So it be as pretty as you want it.
Toby. Well, it's super thin. I don't want it to get caught in the.
Oh,
I can double it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so Toby, you take a regular hole punch. This is just a regular old. Regular hole punch. Okay, and you're going to use whatever paper you want to make your hole cover or protector or whatever you call it, and you're going to punch a hole like that. Okay, so we got a hole punch. I just doubled it over, and so I'm going to make 2 at the same time.
She doesn't have any punches.
Any at all. Okay, you might be able to find a regular hole punch like this at the.
When Dawn says we are memory keepers, makes a whole cover punch. So, and I have dies.
But they cost a lot more.
Yeah, I have dies that do it.
Yeah, I have several different ways, but this, if you don't, these you can pick up cheap You can usually find these at the thrift store for $1 or $2. You might even find one of these at Dollar Tree, not positive. And a 3/4 inch hole punch or a 1/2 inch hole punch. And then you come to this hole that you just punched and you center it in here and punch it out. And now you have a hole cover. And so I folded the paper over so I have 2. So I have one for front and one for back. Just like that. Super easy. So keep your eye out at thrift stores, Toby, for a hole punch. Just a standard office hole punch. This is nothing special, just a regular hole
usually
punch.
you can get your 1/2 inch punches fairly cheap too.
And then a 1/2 inch or a 3/4 inch.
That's a smaller one.
Mine's a 3/4. A 1/2 inch is good too.
Yeah, I have a 1/2 inch one.
And yeah, any cheap punch, and those you can often find at thrift store.
And then Margie says you can buy the whole thing these at an office store, Toby. They're pretty cheap. And Amazon has them too. It's a big pack. And then you can use your ink to color them.
That's true. Buy the white ones, and then you can use your ink to color them to match whatever you want to do.
They take ink really, really well.
Okay, so this blue looks cool, but the black doesn't. All the black things are just black.
Yeah.
Can
you rip it off?
No. It's napkin glue.
You're covering that back up with something else.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, look at the back. The back got in glue and it's all sticky anyway. It's all right. We can fix it. Little that blue peek through and put something else on it. It kind of looks like a little record, doesn't it?
I have to tell her, if she didn't tell you guys it wasn't thick paper, you wouldn't know.
Doesn't that look like? Well, and I was concerned about it getting caught in the punch because it was so thin. That's all. Doesn't that remind you of a little record?
Yeah, I like that.
No, I was just going to grab a piece of cardstock or something a little thicker, because sometimes, like, this is really old music paper and it's so thin and brittle because it's old. I just didn't want it to get hung up in the punch. That's all.
And the white ones work well, Toby. You glue them on, and plus you can stamp on them too. You don't have to just color them.
That's true.
Take the whole before you put them on your thing, you can stamp them with text or something, and they come out really cool too that way.
Yeah. Lay the whole sheet down and stamp some background stamp over it. You'll get a little on each one.
Yes, and it comes out pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
Oh, Margie, I got some stamps you got to see.
Yeah. You grab them. I'm going to make you full screen.
Where did I put them? Crap.
She just had them before the live because she showed me. That's funny. Kitty cats. Those are cool. I didn't realize they would be that big.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
And they're large and very cool.
This is Guinevere cat and Merlin cat.
They are
pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I can't wait for you to stamp them on something.
Yeah, I was going to do a tag and maybe put them like half on it, half off.
Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. Definitely. But then you have to color them. Do you like to color?
I'm getting better at it where I liked it better.
You could watercolor them, make them very abstract.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, who was interested in playing with watercolor on a Monday Jumpstart?
Me.
I am.
I suck at it.
Everybody else. I have no clue, but I think we want to play with watercolor on a Monday Jumpstart. That would be a lot of fun. And we need to do something on Memorial Day that we just get down and messy. Something a lot of fun. Just get our fingers in the fun. I don't know. Maybe that'll be a good gel plate.
Toby wants watercolors too. Yeah, mm-hmm. And especially not just using the paint, but the markers, the watercolor markers.
Watercolor markers. Okay.
To do what you want them to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sometimes I'm like, it's not doing what I think it should be doing.
Right. So, I don't know. Are you supposed to put it down and then go back with like a water pen to use water to move?
That's what I'm saying. I don't
move it around.
Okay. Put it on the water.
Do a little research on after. because I do have some watercolor markers and I don't think I've ever even opened them yet. So it must be time.
Laura says paint never does what she wants it to do. Yeah, me neither. I have better luck with color pencils, and and that's what I'll use the color in. More
Right.
than likely with color pencil, because I'm not good about, you know how you can color it on the stamp itself and then stamp it.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I'm not good at that. I'm not good
on
at
the stamp what it is I'm coloring.
Yeah, I got these
Yeah,
for
that's hard to
background
do.
stamps on pages just to put, you know,
That'd be cool though. Yeah,
on
they'll
blank
be,
pages that you have, because these are just, they were too cute to pass up, ladies. I couldn't.
they are. I just didn't think they would be that big, so that's pretty
Oh,
cool.
I knew they were big. She put the size in there, so I knew they would be about the.
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, they're.
I do like the way these turned out, these canvas. It doesn't feel like there's anything on there at all. It just feels like canvas. So those turned out pretty cool. That's just
Oh,
tissue
you went
paper.
blurry all of a sudden. Wow, she's been pretty clear all night, hasn't she, ladies?
Oh, yeah. And it's time to go, and I grabbed a bunch of tags and started moving really fast.
I guess because you've been doing pretty good. I thought it's been pretty clear most of the night.
It has. It has. And it's going to clear right back up.
Yeah, good.
Maybe it's going to clear right back up.
Oh, it's better than it was. I mean,
Yeah.
That's sharp now.
There we go. Yeah. It's not been bad. Oh, that is sharp. Yeah, it's not been bad today at all, has it? For anybody?
Not when I've looked at it. I try to keep an eye on it, and I keep looking up, but I haven't noticed it go really bad like it's been doing.
Sylvia says you push your watercolors around.
Yeah.
So if you have a watercolor marker,
good pusher.
you keep pushing. Yeah, you keep pushing, but doesn't more keep coming out of the marker? So do you put it down with the marker and then you take a water brush with just water and push it around?
And I can tell you that if you get too much water, you lose the color off your brush.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, how do I get it to run more?
Yeah. All right. We need to play with that.
It's a learning curve. I need to learn some. I just haven't used it enough.
We need to play with watercolor marker.
Laura said, I think part of it is the paper, and I think that might be this thing.
Oh yeah. Are you using watercolor paper?
I have some, but I've only used it a couple times.
Yeah. Wrong kind of paper.
It's not the good stuff, because this is stuff I bought for Eric to do outside.
Wrong kind of paper is just going to soak in. That's for sure.
Because it's a thicker watercolor paper.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of it for like $6, I think it was.
Oh wow.
It was a deal when I got the water.
When you see watercolor paper on a good deal, get it, because you can do a lot of things on it. And I'm feeling like we need to do gel plates again soon. Are you up to that, Candy?
Do I have to be?
Oh, come on. I like when you play along.
Well,
we could do some very specific things, and if you do what I'm doing, then see what results we can get you. So maybe we can try something new that you haven't done.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm up for trying something new. I haven't played on the gel plate for a very long time. And we need to use your rolling pin across the gel plate.
Oh yeah.
That would be super cool.
Where did I put it?
I need your rolling pin for these two tags. Yeah, where did you put it?
I've got to seal it first.
Yeah. Okay, you better get on that. You better get on that, because we're gonna do gel plates.
I don't think I showed it to them. Did I show them? Yeah, I did. I showed them that water.
Did you show everybody?
Yeah,
I don't remember if it was just admin that saw it. Look at her rolling pin with the honeycomb and the bees. See, that would be really cool on this.
Yeah, it would. I gotta seal it. I gotta get the.
Yeah, you do. It'd be cool if we could get some really cool gel plates or gel prints out of that. Because I have some paper I just found today that goes with that beautiful ephemera pack that we had at the sale. And so I want to do a journal with it. And it's all about bees, yellows and blues.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Should gesso some papers up. Mm-hmm. Do you use book? Yeah, you can't really use book page on watercolor. Not Yeah, not with the same, not and get the same results. That's true. Not and get the same results.
It
So,
runs with the watercolor paper, I think.
well, our time is up. Thank you all for hanging out with us. It was a lot of fun. You took me down memory lane. That's for sure. Took everybody down memory lane, I think. Let's just not stay there. Everybody come back in 2022. Hopefully, some of you got some tag blanks or bases made or are going to go make some this week. Don't forget to put your picture. Oh, hang on. I didn't bring this out. Don't forget to put your pictures in the group. And today is hashtag mass make tags. Monday was hashtag Monday jumpstart tags. Okay, they're two different drawings. Don't forget to come back in and leave a comment on YouTube on any video or on all of them. And each one leave hashtag 1000 subs so you can get in the drawing. And I wanted to make sure to tell you, if you have not liked the Happy Paper People or liked and followed the Happy Paper People public page yet, you will want to do that right away. The link is in the description box. The group will remain private. This is a private group, but the page is public. That's the public page. And we are not going to have our normal fourth weekend sale in May and June because of holidays and things going on. So starting next Thursday, a week from today, we are going to have sale on the public page. And the sale items will come out on the page every Thursday, starting at 4:30 Mountain Time, Mountain Daylight Time right now. And so shortly after our mass make, you'll be able to go to the page. Here's what you want to make sure of. When you go to the page and like it and follow it, there are you'll see 3 dots, 3 little lines, 3 something up there to click and drop down. And I forgot what it is. But there's something on there to set your notification settings or
Following. It's following settings.
Oh, that's it. Following settings. Where usually we see notifications. It'll say following settings. Click on that and make sure that you click on all. There's like 5 things in there. I want it to notify me if there's a new post. I want to notify me if, whatever it is. Make sure you click on all of those so that when things are posted in there, you'll get a notification on Facebook so that they're there. Otherwise, you really have no way to know unless you just go in there and look for them. So the items will start at 4:30 on every Thursday afternoon, and every few minutes another item will populate. So if you're there, you'll have time to look at one, and then a few minutes later the next one will come out. A few minutes later the next one will come out. So it gives you a little bit of time, and kind of like when we do the sale, everything comes out one at a time. So there's time to look at it and think about it and make your decision before something else comes out on top. And then we're all discombobulated because we want it all and we can't get to everything at the same time. So all you need to do is claim it there in the chat. I will put a post in there and pin it to the top that tells how it'll work. But it'll be those of you who were here in October. We did similar in October, but things won't be posted every single day. It'll only be on Thursdays. They'll be on Thursdays. By the next day, I will invoice you for it. The payment request you'll see in your Facebook chat, or if you're somebody that we do PayPal, it'll be there. That needs to be paid in 24 hours, and it would just be for the items from that night only. So it's not going to be 2 days worth of stuff. It's just that night's items. Those items need to be paid within 24 hours, and then they are going to be shipped out immediately. So you'll be able to get those things right away throughout the summer. So I have got some fun things that I pulled out that we haven't ever had out or haven't seen in a very long time. And we'll also get the Stamperia and the Minte in there. Don't worry about that. I know some people said they're concerned about not getting some of that paper that we usually do on the lives. I'll make sure to get the Stamperia or Minte there. But we will also do a pop-up now and then. The pop-up would only be for like 2 hours, and that might be to do Minte singles or Stamperia singles or rice paper or books, because books are something that really need to be flipped through and seen and looked at in that way. rice paper and singles, it would just take forever to list them one by one in there. So those things we'll do short pop-ups so that you'll have an opportunity to look at those and claim what you want. So make sure that you go like the public page if you haven't already. And it is in the description box right below, right here, right down below. If you click on, it probably says see more. Click on see more. We like see more. Click on see more, and
or sometimes I think on your phone it's a little triangle. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Your phone's a little bit different than the computers, ladies, but it either has a triangle or see more or whatever.
Linda, on Thursday that's 6:30 your time, right? On Linda, is that right? 6:30 your time. Is Thursday a really early evening for you? You probably work super early on Friday morning, don't you?
Plus, they'll stay on the page, ladies, until they're sold out.
Well, yeah, some of them, there might only be one or two. Some there will be multiples of. Once an item is sold, I will edit it, and at the very top, put sold in caps so that you can see it. Super easy. I want it to be an easy thing. If that's sold, I can skip it, know that it's gone. So yeah, they'll stay on the page. So if you see something down the road that you do want, if it doesn't say sold on it, then either it just sold out and I haven't had a chance to even write sold on it, or there is likely more available. So you can claim it. So yeah, so 4:30 Mountain Time every Thursday starting next week. That's 3:30 Pacific. That is 5:30 Central and 6:30 Eastern. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with us. It was a lot of fun. Thank you for the thumbs up.
Don't forget thumbs up before you leave.
Oh, appreciate that.
Yeah,
appreciate that. Post your pictures in the group. Can't wait to see them. Well, waiting for flashbacks now. Toby, the link is in the description box. It says more. Margie says, yep. So everybody make sure that you've liked and followed, and make sure that you set the follow notifications to alert you for all things that happen in that page, because we don't do a whole lot in that page. So when there is something, you want to make sure you don't miss seeing it. So thank you guys. Have the rest of a great evening, and we will see you in the group, and then Monday Jumpstart right here. Bye-bye. Love you all.